You can imagine with everybody that's in the film, let's just say there's more of everyone, and there's so many more people that are such icons. At 7 years old, I was cast as Punky Brewster.
I remember Saved by the Bell director saying, the minute you walk onto the stage, you're no longer a child anymore, you're an adult.
Did you miss me?
There were 12 kids in the business. We all knew everyone.
There's so many great moments of so many people growing up, and just extensive hundreds of hours of both video and voicemails and audio recordings. I mean, it really is a treasure trove. And that was one of the hardest parts, was cutting it down, because there's just so much amazingness. And also the fact that these people are so charismatic that you just want to like live in their world. So I think I'm probably the only filmmaker ever to cut down on some of the people that I ended up having to cut down on, because you just want to go and live in that world forever. And so I'm like, we need to make many of these.
Hey, what's up? This is Mark Wahlberg calling for Soleil.
It was all kind of innocent to begin with. Then it just...
It got pretty crazy.
I've had some amazing support from friends throughout. One of the people who really has just been so incredibly supportive is Michael Rappaport, and so great. And I was like, you got to see this, because you know what I mean. Like, I really wanted him to see it. But yeah, I mean, people have been really, really supportive.
Please, are not in a good mood.
Good, this is what I want on tape. Soleil not smiling for once, like the whole world thinks she always is.
Everyone's being really just themselves. And I think that speaks to the authenticity of our relationships and friendships, that these were very deep rooted friends. And so people were really open to allowing me to document them both then and now.
Learning who I was and what life was meant to be, that was with you.
And with Brian, I love the moments where, I'm asking him, like, was it real, and all of that. And he's like, yes. And just to have that reiterated, that these relationships were so real, and that realization that not only did I love people, but I was really loved back, was so incredible. And then there was things that were so funny, because I would read from a diary to Brian, and he would be like, oh, or like, wait, that happened that way. Wait, what? Like, and we would be like going back and forth. I mean, it's so funny, just completely picking on each other the same way that we did as kids. You know what I mean? One of the things that's been so beautiful for me is to hear the outpouring of people that are now really living through their own lens through this experience, because it was so important to me that people could watch this and feel like they're watching their own lives, and feeling their own, feelings around their own nostalgia. And so to hear people's comments and, reading them, it just is really, really inspiring to see that they are also reliving so much of their own youths.